right, well, welcome everybody to our book launch. We're so happy to see everyone here today. I'm going to mention again that in the chat, um, I placed the names of the people who said they were wanting to read. If you don't see your name on the list, let me put the list in again because it just occurred to me that if you came in later, you would see all the names. It's okay. And here we go. So there's a list of people who have volunteered to read today. You can select whichever poem that you submitted for the book for your reading. But first, I wanted to talk a little bit. I wanted to share some news because one of the things that I had mentioned before, not everybody got in here, is I made some book plates. This is kind of what they like. Hold on up to the light so you can see the top of them. And anybody that wants me to sign one and send it to you, let me know. And if you're overseas, I will probably attach it to an email, scan it and send it, but or maybe not. It doesn't cost that much to just mail something. So if anybody wants a book plate, let me know. I'll be glad to sign and send it. We are accepting submissions until September 30th to Unhoused, Yearning for Home, and Carrie Yang, also known as Casabasa, and Candace DeQuan are working as editors with that. My role is a little bit different. I'm more of a tiebreaker, and then I'll help put the book together and everything, but I'm not doing as much of the decision making as far as the submissions that come in. But anyway, so that's what we're working on. And so if you have already had your poems accepted or art or essays accepted, you have gotten a message from me. I'm still in the process of sending out acceptances, so be patient with me. They'll be all out probably after September 30th, they'll be within a week after that or so. So anyway, that's that. And thank you so much to Carrie and Candace for approaching me about doing this anthology. And so I'm looking forward to working with them on this. You'll get an email from me if you've been accepted. You'll also get an email if there's not been accepted. So either way, you'll hear from me. So, and if you haven't heard anything yet, it's because I haven't gotten around to sending you your email yet. So, okay. Um, so let's go ahead. How many people is anybody here not received their book? Hope everybody's received their book. Let's hold your book up if you have it with you today. So see, let me get everybody to show their book. Okay, wonderful. And
It's just upstairs.
Okay, all right. Well, you don't have to run up
It
and
down.
get it. Okay, well, Cheryl, I'm gonna turn it over to you to read the first poem.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. This is called Satchmo's Melody. The indelible resilience of the human spirit can't be put into words. We cry, we hurt, we fall apart. Most days, through times of sorrow, it's difficult to breathe. Some of us lose so much, we weep, and then we grieve. The very next day, we look up to a bright sunny sky. In that very moment, our spirit revives. We see the color and the rainbow of our lives with new, inspired eyes and drive. We live, we thrive. We create purpose during life's affliction. We rise, we sing, we write, recounting the stories and meaning of our lives. Finally, we dance and center our hurt. Rejoice, finding self-worth. The soul, magically, over time, heals itself. We carry the spirit of the elders and ancestors deep within our hearts. And one voice, within that moment of healing, we sing out in joy, Satchmo's melody. And I think to myself, What a wonderful world.
Thank you, Cheryl. Picked one of my favorite songs of all. Beautiful, beautiful. How many people grew up with listening to Louis Armstrong growing up? No, I did. All right. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay. Next would be Laura Lee.
Hi. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. I love this book. I'm going to read, if you all have your book with you, I'm going to read from page 53, When Capitalism Says. 1. When capitalism says more, they mean let credit cards, bills fall through your fingers into their laps, a promise of exchange for feeling better, more desirable, while clothing, cars, new updates amass behind you. I say, fine, more real work. No metaphorical sleeves. Push your cotton ones up to your elbows, sun rising in your throat. Construct more wildlife bridges over roadways to decrease deer, raccoon, possum guts spilled slick on the tarmac, or simply tear up more roadways. You're in the middle of animals' habitats anyway. Plant over more lawns with native species, phlox, black-eyed Susans, goldenrod, vervain, and bergamot. Attract more native bees. Cordon off more areas for communal gardens. Eat more local veg. Grow more herbs to heal our wounded bodies and minds, dented and battered more and more. More? Yes. More than a living wage for bus drivers taking us safely home, weaving through intersections of exhaustion and grief of what couldn't be, of what could be but isn't yet. For janitors and other cleaners scrubbing our messes, for teachers shaping our children's futures, for fruit and veg harvesters making our lives literally livable, shelves stocked, pantries secure, more public transport, bike routes and networks, more multi-generational housing to combat isolation. 2. When capitalism says not enough, they mean to feel happy and whole, you need to squeeze your life force, shining with possibilities, into your job, sacrifice sanity, family time, sleep. Not enough. I say right. Not enough advocation. Let's prepare to deal with the waves of oncoming diseases so family members and friends do not accumulate in hospitals and morgues again. Not enough pollution control to decrease smog, toxins, wildfires, floods. Not enough restorative justice practices. Give stolen land back to its original stewards that it may regain equilibrium and flourish again. Not enough gun control to prevent children fearing death, facing death through a curriculum of school shootings. Not enough wind and solar energies that do less harm to the earth and her inhabitants. Not enough? Never enough. Embrace our rageful anger, mouths twisted, necks red and bellowing. Not enough making peace with our guilt and shame to motivate changes. We are still unable to eat money. Instead, extend ourselves to build relationships, build trust, focus on communal goals. 3. When capitalism says buy, they mean buy what they are selling. Fear, scarcity, plastics, fast fashion. I say yes, buy. Buy into the notion that enough exists. We have enough resources to house, feed, and care for everyone on this planet. It is only our economy and its poisoning mindset that hoards resources. How many properties are abandoned, unused? How much food is thrown away at the end of a regular business day, rather than shared, given without a thought to coin or bill? Buy into the practice of mutual aid. What I have, you need. What I may need, you may give. Buy into beliefs that support equity, community, wholeness, and dignity. Procure more public spaces where communal gathering without having to spend exists, where free mental health services are available. Invest and acquire a sense of place, a sense of belonging that celebrates humanity, possibility, depth, and honoring. At nightfall, when we roll down our sleeves, may we throw back capitalism's rhetoric of more, not enough, and buy at its bloated, greasy face. Reinvent the world we see into the world that can be.
Thank you. You know, it's amazing when you hear the poet read their poetry. It even adds so much more to an already beautifully written poem when you put your voice behind it. So thank you all so much. Hey, Carrie, you're next.
Hey, you just said what I wanted to say, Lisa. It's such a treat to actually hearing the author reading their own work. It is different, you know. I think when we read in print is with our own interpretation, but sometimes the emotion not necessarily, you know, come through you know, as the author, you know, wrote it. So thank you. It's such a treat. I mean, I don't know what I missed until that I am here today. I need to get myself up a bit more. So I'm going to read one of the poems, page 47, Ginger. It's a short one, so. The stray ginger cat arrives for its daily meal, full-bellied. It stretches in the afternoon sun. He brushes its coat with an old toothbrush, bristle-worn and splayed. Stay, Ginger, here's a home to share. He sits in his late wife's rocking chair, gazing out at the street. A hustle-bustle world he once knew well. Sipping tea, nibbling a choc-top cookie, he smiles, planning a trip to the shop for fresh meat, a treat for Ginger. It's something to anticipate each day, a reason to walk, to greet the neighbors, to feel needed once more, to reclaim a sense of purpose and worth. He'll stretch that journey as far as he can for Ginger. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. I love it. I'm kind of partial to ginger cats as well. Um, so next I have Danielle, but Danielle, I didn't see her come in. Are you here, Danielle? Didn't see you on the list. Is Ivan here? We'll go ahead and go to Barbara.
Hello. I want to read my poem, which is a duplex poem inspired by my meeting. I got to meet Jericho Brown, who came to the University of Missouri and did a reading, and he was magnetic, you know, and I thought, I want to try a duplex poem. And so, do you all know what that is? It's a hybrid of a sonnet, a ghazal, and let's see. He invented the form. So it combines American blues, a ghazal, and a sonnet. And there's repetition from the end of one couplet to the beginning of the next to kind of create a flow and also add new meaning to each new couplet. And there's a circular pattern in the poem. So I don't know which page my poem is on, but it's called Bully Pain, a duplex poem. Upon hearing Jericho Brown live during Black History Month 2025, the bullies savage my open wounds. I massage their souls on the stone schoolyard. Their souls reek of rank socks and clotted blood. I bare my soul to my father, a pastor. He knows of souls, the pastor of prayers. He was a victim of childhood trauma too, a child traumatized by generations of grief that nearly smothered him in a winter drift. Packed in snow, his soul set a searing fire that freed him from an icy death. Resolve released him from a burial in snow and ice. His prayers fired hope in that lake effect storm. Hope storms, fires, and prayers, resolving trauma and salving wounds that bullies openly savage. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. I like how you take on different poetry challenges like that. It expands, I think, what we can do with our poetry. Like when y'all did the Renge.
Oh yeah, the Renge book. Yeah, and yeah, that was fun.
Definitely fun to read too.
Thank
Is
you.
Lindsay
Thank
here? I don't see Lindsay here. So we'll go to Roberta Petorsky.
Hello and good afternoon, everybody.
Good
I'm
afternoon.
proud to have been included in this compilation, and most of you are poets I haven't encountered before, and I'm happy to hear your work. The poem I want to read appears in the collection on pages 18 and 19. It's called Pashtun Sandwich, and the Pashtuns are one of the ethnic minorities in Afghanistan. It's written for my daughter, Rebecca. 2 footfalls past fences, the military base's landscape abruptly changes, revealing multitudes of humans trudging in ceaseless ancient migration on quiet, anxious lines, which file past tents, inflated to capacity, where vaccines await arms. Dark eyes blink over masks, and flowy hijabs stir without wind. Women and babies in colors from another world radiate pain and disruption, and no language suffices to ease the transition or relieve anguish. What resolves? A blurry portrait reposing in shattered glass. A Kandahari mother missing her wounded husband steadies herself on my arm. I offer a hungry toddler my sandwich. Turning my back, suddenly 2 more tiny girls peck at it. 3 fluttering hungry pigeons in the park. My gratitude for being human is boundless, smeared between 2 slabs of bread. My Pashtun sandwich offers a glimpse, a taste of this precious connection.
Thank you, Roberta.
Thank you.
And Roberta has a poetry collection, her first poetry collection coming out the end of October for Hillian. So congratulations for that as well.
Thank you. I'm so
Okay.
excited.
I am too. I can't wait to have it in our hands to look at.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't see Natalia. Susie.
Okay. I know the book title is Social Possibilities. Mine starts off a little dark, so just be prepared for that. The name of the piece is Are We Capable? And it's on page 28 if anybody wants to follow along. But here we go. Are we capable? Throughout history, human beings have been tested, their sanity as well. People have suffered through wars and violence, every imaginable kind. We've been ignorant, disgusting, barbaric, and foul humans. The slaughter of so many innocents has occurred over and over again, years of repeated bloodshed. And yet, we continue to weigh down this planet with more destruction, adding more skeletons in the layers of dirt that surrounds our planet, giving future generations the evidence of our cruelty. It's certainly nothing to be proud of. Where is the hope this cycle of insanity will cease? When will the people decide enough is enough? What will become of the earth eventually? And how will goodness defeat evil? It all sounds and feels so hopeless, giving into the thinking we're only monsters. Makes us forget that it hasn't been all bad. There are those who have brightened lives, changed things for the better, made us feel that life was worth enduring, and showed us how we could have good lives. We are capable of rising up, learning the importance of community, and most importantly, we know how to love. If we know how to love, it changes everything.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Susie.
you. I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to do this.
I appreciate everybody submitting to it and putting their best foot forward. It was amazing to read all this poetry. Sarfraz, we wouldn't be complete without you.
Yes. Well, it's lovely to be here, Lisa. This is such a great anthology. I've not put it down, and I'm proud. I'm really proud to have my poem as the number one poem, the first poem, and it's on page 1, and it's called
Only
I Let
because
Go.
your last name starts with an A, so don't get big-headed out there, okay?
So someone actually messaged me and says, you know what, you're number one. So so in my heart, I'm number one. Okay. So on page number 1, not to say I'm the best poet, but here we go. I let go. I let go, free you from my heart, unveil the beauty, watch it spread its wings, take flight, once caged, hidden from sight. I let go, let hope bring its own kind of magic, release the burdens, trauma holding you back, before the attack spurs the violence, the bottle and the bombs. Break the walls of silence as you go with the flow, as you close your eyes, as you begin to let go. Thank you for listening.
Sarfraz, you always make me cry.
Oh, bless you. That
I
was
think I'm
part
going
of
to
how
need to write a book, Poems to Cry By, because you really do make
God.
me cry.
Oh,
Tolu,
thank you.
is Tolu here? Is Karuna here? I didn't see him come in. Okay, Lynn. I saw Lynn. There she is.
Here. I will read one of the poems in the book, and I thank you, Lisa, for working with this. It's on page 105 for those interested. Courage to be vulnerable. Our friend Destiny closes doors, open windows to let in light, pushes folks out of dark places. We all feel lost when life makes a turn we did not ask for. We must be patient for new visions to form. Learn to let go of dim past, look ahead, picture renewal. New directions do not come easy. Sometimes it's an unwanted divorce, a separation of souls. Advice from my attorney. My divorce attorney seemed silly at first, but turned out to be quite helpful. Don't hurt him. This admonition stilled my hand from scratching his car with evil epithets and banging him on the head with a skillet. Society demands us to move on, so move ahead we must. Other times an election does not go as we wish. Some will declare they must go, leave the country. But most of us will stay. Politicians ebb and flow. Look around, find ways to support causes to believe in. Find a difference, give to causes like flood or fire relief. Open a door for another. Volunteer time to read to children, drive an elder for groceries, offer counseling regardless of ability to pay. Each offering shines a wee light into dark days. When a better future is glimpsed, courage or a symbolic kick in the pants may be needed to get us out of our doldrums. Moving ahead against the tide requires internal fortitude, strength, and untapped reserves, often surprising ourselves. Open our arms to new people, allow ideas to incubate, and illuminate the path ahead.
Thank you, Lynn. That made me think of something. I went to a caregivers conference a couple weeks ago. I'm a caregiver, and there was an opportunity for volunteers for Meals on Wheels. And I don't drive when the weather is iffy. If it's a rainy day, I don't drive. I have a very sensitive eyesight to those kinds of things. And so I thought I wanted to do something, but I wasn't sure what. But it turns out they have positions in the office, where you can do volunteer work without having to go out and drive your car.
Absolutely.
And so that was really good to learn about. So, and I'm going to follow up with them to see what I can do to volunteer. That made me think about that when you're talking about volunteering, in your poem. So maybe that'll help some other people think about that as well. Thank you.
Thanks for the
Zan.
opportunity.
Thank you. Zan.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to read my poem that I think it's on page 98, Future Leaders. I wrote this poem after meeting a very successful man on vacation, and he talked about having grown up in a trailer park where he ate red biscuits, gravy, and bacon. Future Leaders. Housing projects and trailer parks are full of future leaders, children whose dire circumstances may slow them down, but nothing will hold them back. Some children are destined for greatness. Look beyond their circumstances to imagine their potential. Ponder beyond your assumptions to envision future leaders. They eat bread gravy, biscuits, and bacon. At times, cereal without milk. They wear hand-me-down clothes, too tight shoes, and secondhand jackets. Look closely into their somber eyes of varied shapes and colors. You'll see them again decades from now in the cockpit, at the front of classrooms, beside you at conference tables. Admire their precious tiny hands in all complexions. You'll see them again holding scalpels, conducting an orchestra, painting a masterpiece. Listen intently to their voices, shy and noticeably unsure. You'll hear them later, forecasting the weather, commanding order in the courtroom, accepting a Nobel Prize. Don't judge or underestimate them. Someday, you'll seek their wisdom and expertise. Someday, one of these incredible children just might become your president. Thank you.
I want some biscuits and gravy.
It makes me hungry.
I've never had red gravy except for ham gravy, which I didn't care for, but never had red gravy. I think I sent you a message. You had red gravy. Has anybody here had red gravy? It's like a tomato type of gravy. So, all right. Well, I want to say I really could not have done this anthology without Zan. She has earned the nickname of Eagle Eyes because she can catch everything possible. The only thing she didn't catch is something that she would have known to catch, and that was on me. So any mistakes are on me. And she really did a fantastic job as an editor. It just warms my heart when I'm going to get to work on a project with Zan, whether it's
And I
something like
love
this
working,
or we're working on a book.
love working with you, Lisa. You're
Thank
awesome.
you, Zan.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
Mhm.
And our phone calls are always very lively. I love talking with you. So I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Lynette, ready for you.
Hi everyone. I have my book. I'm all the way in the Virgin Islands, and it's really exciting to be here today. I'll do my piece, Hope, and that's on page 129. For some, it's just another day. For most, they'll go along their merry way. For others, they take life as it comes. For most are glad for the morning sun. For me, it's a time of reflection because you have been an inspiration to me and to many others because you are always willing to help your brother. To you, I hope light shines on your way because you show love every day. With you, I know God walks by your side, so you will always in his love abide. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynette. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And we had a little gathering. I don't know if it was the Garden Nora we did it. I can't even remember, but there were a group of us that got together and did a poem. We added different lines to it. Now I'm trying to find the page it's on. I was going to read it. Like about the last thing we did. It's not sure there. Is there anybody that didn't read that wanted to read?
Lisa, I think the poem is 208, the collaborative.
Boy. Yes, thank you. That's why we did it
I
after
said
the
I was
picture.
willing to read.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, this is page 81. This is very difficult for me to write. I'm the recipient of at least 4 generations of family trauma where the mother was removed at younger and younger ages for the children. And I was first suicidal when I was 2. I was the youngest that it hit. Anyway, I do not admit. I did not want, did not desire to admit this, but pain is helpful, even necessary, for growth, expansion, and development of the soul and mind, and even body. Pain tells a limit, a barrier marking what was before and now comes after. Soil that is not plowed does not bear much fruit. A tree not pruned does not bear fruit, gives poor fruit. Plowing and pruning cause pain first, then benefit. Welcome pain into your life, knowing that growth will come. It is this hope that carries me on to the glorious end.
Thank you, Dwayne.
And I
Thank
want
you
to
so
say how
much.
tickled I am to see so many people that I know here, all together.
Exactly. We're all poetry friends.
It's
Throwing
good to see
poetry.
people mouths move and not just emails, right?
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
See you, Dwayne.
I'm going to send you something too. I've been working on it.
I hope so. Notes
Get
is
it
getting
in?
all the stuff. I've been waiting.
Okay.
I love reading your work, Dwayne. This is a social commentary from the perspective of community, race, rage, and social injustice. It's a collaboration by Cheryl Jackson, Melissa LeMay. It's Danielle Martin. That was one of my mistakes, which I fixed in my final copy. Zanetta V. Johns and me. So it's a collaboration. I am finally out of the kitchen, educated, well-spoken, still treated like a white man's token. Is it possible to buy produce without rage? Whose hands picked these apples, harvested bananas, plucked cabbage, are the same hands that many a man is not willing to shake? They say it's all relative. I am paused to think. We're all some kind of relative. Or am I wrong? My stepfather laughed as he called black people in. His words abhorrent to my young ears. I don't belong there, white girl. You don't belong here, not welcome anywhere. Color-coded locks drenched in blood bind me to a past that can never be shook, as I still hear the faint jingle-jangle of keys held by new soft white hands of old, hiding within the bosom of ignorance, ancestors well-nourished and cradled by bruised and beaten black, wet nurses. America's toxic red, privileged white, and blatant blue climate was never kind to its black citizens. Our hearts of gold and undisputable works reflect pure allegiance to this land. Well, I thank you all so much for coming out today and celebrating this book. We'll come out and celebrate again when Unhoused comes out. And I really appreciate you all and your dedication. I love it when I see repeats come into the next anthologies and the next anthologies. We really do build a community of love here, and we really appreciate you. Everybody want to hold their book up, and one more time is a salute. And thank you so much for coming out today again. Stay blessed.
Without you, none of us would have happened.
Yes.
Well, without any
Lisa,
of you.
thank you so much.
Thanks,
Your
Lisa.
anthologies are the
Thank you,
best.
Lisa.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
I was
Lisa.
going to say, you've inspired me to do a lot more than I think I would have done right from the beginning. So thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I like working together with everybody, so it's been fun.
Thank you,
Bless you.
Lisa.
It's great.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for providing us this platform.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And
Lovely to
Thank
meet
you, Laura
everyone.
Lee, for teaching me how to make zines. Laura Lee did a video to show me how to make zines. I'll cherish that video forever.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you
Have
for
a good
reading.
day.
And I want the label. For
Yes.
the
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
please.
me too. Me too. Me
Okay,
too.
will do.
Me too.
I think everybody
Yeah.
wants.
Send it in
I
the
think
send it
so.
by email, Lisa.
Sounds like I just need to make a bunch of them.
Yeah, do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just
All
take a list
right.
of everybody that showed up today and just send them
Yes.
out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Oh, very
Thanks
good.
again,
Work on that,
Lisa.
Dan. Thank
Thanks,
you.
everybody.
Talk to you
Bye,
soon.
Congratulations.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Congratulations,
Good to see you.